Hey there, welcome to DollMotion. My friends the Dolly Geek and Characters Factory asked me to join a Yu-Gi-Oh collab to make one of the Egyptian god cards. Being obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh as a teen, I said of course yes. I picked Slifer the Sky Dragon because many people were asking me to make a dragon, and it will be a good practice for a future reptile divas. And come on, look how awesome it looks! The Dolly Geek will be making the winged dragon of Ra, and Characters Factory will be making Obelisk the Tormentor. So stick to the end of this video to see the full set. With this in mind, let's make a costume inspired by Slifer the Sky Dragon. If you saw the Yu-Gi-Oh card in my previous RePaint video, then you found the hint. Good luck finding the hint in this video. For this costume, I'm going to use a DC Girl Poison Ivy doll. My idea is to make Slifer into a Dragon Warrior princess, so the muscular arms and long legs are perfect. Although I will be giving her legs an extra joint by stealing it from this Monster High boy body. I already took his head for Harris, if you remember. Good, well, let's prep the doll. With pure acetone, I take off the factory painted face. And as a DollMotion tradition, no human ears allowed. She can keep her red hair though. But let's do the leg modification I was talking about. The plastic material on the legs are a pain to cut with my Dremel. But I managed in the end. And now for the Monster High boy. Now that I have my Dremel out, let's also make holes in the lower back for our wings and one huge one for a long tail. To make her appear more dragon-like, I'm going to carve lines on her belly and legs. Great, we have all the parts we need. Now we only need to turn them into the right color. For this I'll be using red dye more. Mix it with water in a big pan and soak the doll. Everything looks great, the joints are all red. Even her hair is a darker red now. But her upper legs didn't really... Probably in material you can't dye. Oh well, we're going to fix that later. Many people asked me what I'm going to do with all those hands in my spray hand box. Well, I'm going to make dragon feet. I'm going to trim down Monster High arms and attach them to her feet to make movable toes. Creepy? Oh yes. To give her wings and a tail, I'm going to glue in long wires. I do this with a 2-part epoxy glue, which I also used to attach her legs. And here we have the doll so far. She has double-jointed digigrade legs and an armature for her tail and wings. Let's start making her wings. I'm drawing a wing shape on craft foam and attach it to our armature with Fabitech glue. For detail on our wings, I'm going to use air drying foam. Which I also use to make her super long tail. This new technique I'm trying will make her tail and wings stay flexible, which is great for animation. Not forgetting to sculpt the lines and to give it some extra spikes. To make a transition a bit smoother, I'm using a 3D paint. Now it's time for the big face modification. You are not going to recognize her after this. Just like the card, I want my Slifer to be spiky and fierce. To help my sculpt process, I pinned a few wires into her head. I also replaced her fingers with longer wires. I'm using a silicone tool and water to sculpt the epoxy. She is getting a lot of spikes, 2 strong eyebrows, long teeth, its famous second mouth, and large breasts with a bra you probably can't jump in. Ah well, overall a lot of body modification. Her feet looked a little bit skinny, so I buffed them up. For a smooth transition, and to make her horns sharper, I'm going to use my Dremel. Oops, I forgot to round the edges of her tail spikes. When that's dry, we can color the whole body by spraying it with one color. Luckily, the joints are already the right color. After all that red, she also needs a lot of black paint, which I painted in by hand. Great, now that we have her undercoat, let's start painting in her face up. For this I will be using paint and pastel powders. Now that I'm working on her in the background, let's answer the question of the day. How many Divas characters will you make? I don't know the exact number, but even with my future RePaint videos probably moving to Patreon in January 2020, I will continue making a lot of Divas characters. There will be many more family members, the 6th Divas of course, and a few characters I'm very excited about to make next year. I can't wait for you to meet them. The Divas series will still be available on YouTube next year. So I'm not all gone next year, and we don't need to say goodbye. Although the comment section will be disabled, so please leave a question of the day in the comment section. I will be answering a lot of them in my upcoming Christmas special. Back to the face up. For a sharper look, I'm going to line the edges with a cream colored pencil. I use gold alcohol ink for those gold touches, and to seal everything in, I sprayed the whole body a few times with Mr. Superclear. We are almost there. Slifer still needs her blue gem on her forehead, which I made out of nail polish and a drop of resin. I cured it under a UV lamp. Some more gold and Slifer is done. Because I used a few new techniques, I was kinda scared it won't work. But I think she turned out very cool. Creepy, okay, but cool. You can really find the aesthetic of Slifer's original design in the doll. Would you like to see the other Egyptian gods? Go to DollyGeek's channel on how to make the winged dragon of Ra, and on Characters Factory's channel you can find a video on how to make Obelisk the Tormentor. Links are in the description box. They really do make a great lineup, don't you think? Like I already mentioned, DollMotion will move for a large amount to Patreon. Patreon is a place where you can support an artist. And in exchange you can get great rewards, like exclusive RePaint videos, giveaway contests, behind the scenes content, and access to the DollMotion Discord server. I would like to thank my Patreons Chelsea Panda Monkey, Amethyst Drake, Art Weasel Customs, Erica Warren, Laura Oliver Hatfield, and the rest of my lovely patrons for making DollMotion possible. And like always, like if you liked it and sub if you loved it. Please leave a comment now it's still possible. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!